Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel for another Watch of Realms video. So in today's video, I'll be creating a guide on how to farm this artifact meteorite, and this strategy that I'll be showing you today will work for stage 13 up to stage 18. Currently, I'm not able to complete stage 18 because my heroes are some heroes are not booked. So once you book them with those skills, right, with the skill upgrades, they will be able to do even more damage. And if you have very powerful heroes such as like Salazar or any heroes that can apply bleed that deals damage based on the enemy's max health, then that will definitely allows you to farm those higher difficulties much more easier. So for this strategy, right, it'll be quite different for stage 1 to stage 12 because the map has been changed. So if you look at stage 12, right, the map is something like that, where the portal is on the right hand side, where the enemies will move from right to left. Whereas starting from stage 13 onwards, the map has changed from right to left, from top to bottom. So yeah. And you can also check from the guides here to see the map as well as the players' heroes, what they use here. You can also check what are the popular heroes that they use for each of these stages. Okay. And you can also see the enemies in this map info. So these are all the enemies. And most of the enemies here have same amount of defense as well as magic resistance. So it doesn't really matter much. So this is common armor, common armor, common armor. Alright. Alright, so let me show you how I clear stage 17. Let me perform a manual fight. And wait, can I change the... Okay, let me turn off the power of dominance. So you can see how difficult without this power dominance before you are able to clear this. And this one is done without front assist. So let's click fight. And as you can see here, these are my heroes. I'm using these white heroes as well as these red heroes. The white one is basically from the North Throne, where I'm using ISO, which allows him to improve his faction allies attributes by 10%, as well as granting a shield equal to 20% of the max health for 20 seconds. The more faction allies there are on this team, which means these heroes, then you will this shield will be activated much more frequently. Okay. Then what makes Nightmare faction amazing is due to their ability to deal attacks even faster. So every time a faction ally is deployed, they will gain some speed. So for one ally, it will be 5%, second ally is 10%, third ally is 20%, and finally fourth ally is 35%. So you need to have at least 4 Nightmare heroes to get the maximum amount of speed, which is 35% attack speed. But do take note that the more speed they have, right? If you have this guy in place in the Lord faction, then their healing effects will receive is reduced by 20%. So in order to counter this or to mitigate this issue, you need to include this girl, Volca. You can get her by completing the main quest line. This allows you to gain this passive ability. Each basic attack of the hero restores her health by 4%. Each attack of an ally restores 1% HP. So this ally, right, represents all of the heroes here. So if you once you deploy Volca in the battle, all of these heroes have the ability to heal themselves 1% of their max HP, which is quite good. And it's very useful, especially for those Nightmare heroes that have the reduced healing from your healers there. Okay, so in this team, I only have one healer, which is this guy, Lightlock. You can use any heroes that has a wide range of healing so that it can cover multiple heroes. The best would be to get Vortex so that he can heal, even his healing tile can reach more heroes. So that would be a better option. And can heal multiple heroes at the same time. And apart from that, you need to have at least 2 heroes that can have a long attack range for any strong fighters. Like for instance, I'm using this guy, Ayin. I just recently 6-star him just to complete this stage 17. And the reason I have him in my my squad is because of his attack range. He has a 2-tile attack range, which is really useful to clear the green enemy at the top of the top of the screen. Same goes with this guy. I'm also recruiting him into the battle due to the same reason. He has a 2 attack tile. Okay, and you need to have at least 1 bleeder. So currently I'm using this guy, Komodo. So Komodo has the ability to apply bleed through his ultimate ability. So this bleed deals damage equal to 1% of the target's max HP. So this one allows you to kill the boss faster. And you need at least 1 tanker to tank the boss damage, which is where I bring in S4. So S4 basically I just build him very tanky with around about like 68,000 HP. Alright, so that's the gist of it. So you also need to bring in at least some strong damage dealers like Ruff. I think Ruff everyone can get him after like sunning a daily. I think it's 7 daily. Is it 7 days? Let's do a quick check. I'm not sure of it. Daily sign in. I think we cannot check the. Oh, I think we can check here. So once you sign in for like 14 days, you'll be able to get Ruff. And then around about like 45 days or 44 days, you'll be able to get this Ruff Soulstone, which you can ascend him. And once you ascend him, you'll be able to unlock his powerful trait, which is an additional like 15% critical, allowing his Soul Basher to be a guaranteed critical hit. So let me use 1 more stone here. So basically just get 1 stone to improve his... Get this one. This one's really good. But you can do without it as well. And yeah, so let's do 1 battle to show you how this strategy works. Okay, the power of dominance is off. Let's start the battle. Alright, so at the start of the battle, I'll deploy the bleeder here, then my damage dealer here, and then while waiting for the boss to cross, then I'll wait for the energy cost to replenish until I get my asshole ready. So you need to plan very carefully so that once Ruff swings his sword, then I will put this guy down. So he swings his sword, then this means that these 2 tiles, this guy Komodo as well as Ruff will be able to attack him within that tile itself. So now you'll need to wait until we get sufficient energy to get Light Lock in to heal Asshole. So Asshole was nearly dead. Let's quickly heal him. And once we deploy Light Lock, then we need to assist Ruff with another damage dealer on the right hand side here. Okay. Then let's get Valkyra in to assist Ruff to clear up the minions so he can focus back on the boss. Let's activate Valkyra ultimate. If you have Salazar, it's even better because he can apply bleed damage. Alright. So by the time when you deploy like around about 5 heroes, then you can deploy another damage dealer here on top to gain the maximum amount of damage here. Then by this time, the green there will be 2 portals on the left as well on the right that will appear. This is where you deploy your 2-tile attacker heroes, which is this one. So I'll try to clear these green mobs before they fuse together like the Dragon Ball. Because once they're fused, they will be able to do even more damage and have more HP and defense stats. So we need to do the same as well for the right hand side, for the top corner of the screen. Let's deploy Iron here. Okay, the boss health is almost like 37% here. So we need to kill the boss quickly before 2 more portals come out. When there's 2 more portals come out here, it will be too hard to manage. Alright, the boss is almost down. Hopefully there's no portal. So as you can see, right, there's 3 enemies coming out here. Your hero must be strong enough to wipe out these enemies. Right, so 2 portals are out here. It's much more dangerous. You need to finish the boss before these enemies pop up. Almost close run. Alright, you just barely made it with these heroes. And most of my heroes are not fully booked. So if your heroes are fully booked, right, this one is an easy run. Okay, let's click next. Let's check out the stats. So these are the damage dealt. We have Valkyria that deals most damage, followed by Komodo, Wrath. Then we have Valkyria. Then we have this dragon guy, Ayin, Asroth, and Lightlock. Right, so let's click complete. So let me show you how I gear each of these heroes so that you can have a reference point on how to tackle that stage 17. So let me trigger back this one, enable back. Okay, let's go through each of the heroes. So as you can see, this is my main tanker. My main tanker like almost get killed before Lightlock is able to heal him up. So actually you need to have at least a lot more HP and defense stats. So this is the bare minimum. See the 8000 HP, 7000 defense. And I also built him for some attack so they can do some damage to the boss at 9000 attack. And yeah, so that's basically it. Let's go through the gears. So I prioritize on the HP, defense, some attack. Attack speed is not really important here because I want him to be super tanky. I gear him in the Life Force set that provides him with a 25% HP. So we have a HP bonus bangle here. Rage regen will be helpful so he can activate his ultimate. Then we have an attack bonus amulet, some critical damage, defense bonus, HP bonus, and some plus stats HP. Plus stats HP is also quite useful here. And then we have a defense bonus ring with some attack speed, attack bonus, HP bonus, and some rage regen. He's currently have only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skill tomes. So once I reach the free skill tomes, right, using the skill dust, I just leave it at there. I did not use any of this skill crystal because it's really hard to come by for these skill crystals. Currently, I'm able to get this one from completing the events and tournaments in this game. He doesn't have any awaken, and I got him in a mythic artifact, Blood Thirst, that allows him to increase his damage permanently up to 15 times. So that means that it's around 15% damage.
Your queen has arrived.
Alright, so the next hero will be Volca. Basically, Volca is there for her passive ability, so my heroes can heal themselves up. This is really important. So both Ayin as well as this dragon guy will be able to heal themselves up there when they're being attacked by the green enemies. So this guy is called Scorch.
Your queen has arrived.
So let's check out Volca gear. So currently I have around about close to 40,000 health, 11,000 attack, 7,000 defense, and 75% critical rate, 168% critical damage. So let's check the weapon. So the weapon I did not max it out because this one is a flat stats defense. Ideally, if this one is like critical damage stats or whatnot, then this one would be better, like attack speed and those things. And this one is the breastplate. It has an attack bonus, HP bonus, and defense bonus. Hopefully I can get better stats that can have like 20%. It reaches like 20% attack, 20% HP, and 20% defense bonus. This one would be the bangle with the primary stats of defense. As you can see, I mainly built her like a mix of like a damage dealer as well as a defender. Because when you're around the boss, right, the boss will deal some AoE attack, and that will unleash a lot of damage, so you need her to be tanky as well. This one is a HP bonus amulet. healing effect, I'm not sure whether healing effect works with lifesteal, with a passive ability. This one is attack bonus, critical rate, defense bonus. This one is to provide her with some tankiness. And then we have an attack bonus ring, so that she can be able to do some damage to assist in nuking the boss quickly. And these are her skills. I only use the free skill dust to upgrade the skills. So most of them went into this auto midnight requiem, and some of them go to the blood source. He has the first awakening, and in order to get this awakening right, you need to complete the type. This type at stage 105. So stage 105 right will reward that soul stone, Volca soul stone, this one. So once you're able to complete the wave 105 of type, you get this Volca soul stone, which allows you to get her to the first awakening, which reduces the revival time of your heroes by 25%. And for the artifact, I just used the epic artifact here to improve her damage output by 12%. So this attack right improves her attack based on her total attack stats, which is not shown in here. So once you deploy her in battle right, this 11,692 attack will be increased by 16%. So it'll be like close to 13 or 14,000 damage, or 14,000 attack. Alright, so that's basically Volca, and then we have our brutal attacker, Scorch. So basically Scorch, I just build him as a mainly like a damage dealer, like how you build like mage and marksman. So these are his stats. 29,000 health. He also needs to be built slightly tanky because he's on the front line taking damage. So you need him to be tanky as well. Close to 30,000 health, 12,000 attack, 3,800 defense, 225 speed, 100% critical rate, and 194% critical damage. Then I'm just basically gearing him in with attack bonus, critical rate, then critical damage, HP and defense bonus. So this one is the critical rate bangle, attack bonus amulet, and attack bonus ring. Check out the skills. So I got him some of these skill upgrades for free using the skill dust. I think I have not yet used the skill crystal yet. He has 2 awakening. One is the awaken 1, physical damage taken minus 30% during overheating, and then awaken 2 for 200 additional attack. He's using this artifact, meeting artifact. This increased damage to enemies beyond 1 tile from the hero. Or you can use any artifact and boost up his damage. Iron will be for Iron, he's built also something similar. So let's check out the gear. So he has around about 26,000 health, 10,000 attack, close to 4,000 defense, 223 attack speed, close to 100% critical rate, 208% critical damage. And these are his gears. This is the weapon, attack bonus, defense, attack speed, HP. Ideally, I want it to be close to 20%. Currently, this one is like early to mid game stats. And this is the breastplate. I did not upgrade this gear because this one only provides healing effect. This is the critical rate bangle, attack bonus amulet, and then attack bonus ring. I just only used the free skill dust to upgrade the skills. He doesn't have any awakening, and he's just using the epic artifact to boost up his attack stats. Okay, and then we have the next hero, who is Ruff. So Ruff is has around about 36,000, close to 37,000 health, 14,000 attack, 2,000 defense, 46% critical rate, 246% critical damage. Ideally, I want it to be close to 70% critical rate. Hopefully, I can get better gears here. Then attack speed is around about, wow, attack speed is 300. Ideally, you do not need to have too much attack speed. You want it to, because the more attack speed, right, you have, the damage output does not really increase that much. Ideally, you just want to have like 150 to 200 attack speed in total. So these are the gears. This one is slightly better than Iron's gear, with some stats reaching 24 above 20% or close to 20% here. So this is the attack bonus bangle, attack bonus ring, amulet, and attack bonus ring here. This one is really bad. Hopefully I can find a better gear to replace this one. Then I use some skill crystals to upgrade his abilities, especially for his heavy blow and soul basher. I just need one more skill in order to get this 5% additional damage. Then he has second awakening, but I cleared stage 17 with only one awakening because today I just got the awakened soulstone for Wrath. And then for artifact, I just use any artifact that can provide him with more damage. So this artifact improves his critical rate because I noticed that his critical rate is around about 45%. So by having this artifact, it will give him around about additional 15% critical rate here. Okay, so that is for Rough. I did not use Oleg, but in case the enemies like come in too fast, right, then you can use Oleg to block those green enemies or those mobs. Currently my Oleg has this artifact, which is the Oleg's Wall, that improves his block ability by 1. So this hero can block 4 enemies, which is really useful for the artifact material dungeon. Okay, and this is basically his gears. I just build him with a super high HP and defense to tank damage. So this one is like HP bonus bangle, HP bonus amulet, and then HP bonus ring. Everything about HP, because he has a skill, passive skill that generates a shield for every 12 seconds. He can generate a shield that can absorb 60% of his max health. So build him with a high amount of HP. Okay, and then I also have, and for the skills, right, just use the free skill dust to upgrade these skills. Okay, he has an awakening 1 that improves his shield strength by 10%. And he has an artifact, which is this one. For ISO, I use her for her lot ability that grants her allies for I think 20% or 10% HP. Let's check out the skills again. 20% of their max HP for 20 seconds. This one is really good. So our heroes can survive longer. So the shield will take the damage and then they'll be able to heal themselves. The best part is it increases the basic ability or basic attributes of her allies by 10%. So faction allies will be able to do even more damage. For the rest of the skill here, it doesn't really do much damage here. Okay. For gears, let me just quickly show you how I built her. Basically, I just built her with HP and defense bonus, and then followed by critical rate attack bonus so that she can deal some damage. But she's basically not a damage dealer, she's more like a tanker here. Yeah, once I get better gears right, I will switch this attack speed to something else. These are her skills. I just use the free skill dust to upgrade her skills here. She doesn't have any awakening, and she's using this artifact. When the shield disappears, restores 10% of her HP. So once the shield expires, right, then she can heal herself. This is really good. So this provides her with some sustainability there. Okay. Then who else do we use? Did I show Komodo yet? I think I skipped Komodo. Okay, this is Komodo. So currently Komodo has around about 35,000 health, 11,000 attack, 3,000 defense, and around about 237 attack speed, close to 80% critical rate, 163% critical damage, and yeah. So I just built him some tanky because the boss will be able to do a lot of damage. So I give him even in a life force set to provide him with some HP to tank the damage. So this is the gear that is ideal. These are the stats that I'm looking for when I want to replace my gears for like Iron as well as Komodo and Rough. So this one has HP, defense, attack speed, and attack bonus. And this one is really bad, which is quite low. This one is also the same, HP, defense, attack, and critical damage. This one is a critical rate ring, because I find that most of my gears doesn't have any critical rate substats. That's why I gear him in a critical rate ring. That's defense bonus, HP bonus. Healing effect is not useful for him. Ideally, this one should be a critical damage. And this one is an attack bonus amulet. And last but not least, attack bonus ring. Yeah, all of these stats are really bad. Hopefully, we can get better gears here. So there's a lot of room lots of room for improvement. So once I get better stats, and then I can challenge the final stage, which is stage 18. For skills, I'm almost getting there. I just need 2 more skill crystals to upgrade his damage output, as well as the trigger chance for the blood liquor. Okay. He has 3 awakening. So you can get these copies of Komodo, right, by performing the fusion. So if you head over to the summoning window, click on the hero fusion. I got my Komodo from this portal. So I just wait to get this girl. This one. Then also get this guy, this lizard, and this troll, and then one of these dwarf guy to form this Komodo. So Komodo is really useful for this artifact dungeon. So you need to get him in case if you're not lucky as me, unable to get Salazar or any bleed heroes. Okay, let's go back to my Komodo here. What else? He's not sure. Okay, he has 3 awakening, and currently I was lucky to get this mythic artifact Scarlet Hunt that allows him to deal 20% extra damage to bleeding targets. So his ultimate applies this bleed, so this allows him to do even 20% more damage. But this one is not really good because this one only works during his ultimate, or if you are able to pair him with another damage dealer. Otherwise, right, he's not gaining much benefit from this artifact. And then I think last but not least, we have Lightlock.
Follow the light.
Okay, Lightlock is our main healer here. So let's see how I gear him. So he has around about 10,000 attack, 18,000 HP. HP is irrelevant for this dungeon because the enemies will not be able to damage him. 900 defense, around about 383 attack speed. This one is really too much. Ideally, you want it to be like 200 at most. But with 383 speed, right, it just reduces the attack interval from 3.3 seconds to 1.7 seconds. So attack speed also helps to allow him to heal heals his allies quickly. But having too much attack speed doesn't really help much here. Then he has around about critical rate, and critical damage is not useful here unless you're building him as like a damage dealer. If you want to build Lightlock as a damage dealer, then you need to have more critical rate so that his ultimate ability, which is this one, his Light of Courage, will be able to do some damage. So it depends on your use case. So if you want him to do some damage while healing, then it's best to build him like a damage dealer here. But currently I'm using Lightlock for other areas in the game, so I need him to be slightly tanky. Okay, and I only have 2 awakening for him. The first awakening improves his Light of Courage, his ultimate ability, by 120%, and then also provide him with a 5% attack. He's currently geared in this artifact. There's a chance of equal to 10% of critical rate to trigger 1 heal. So you can trigger additional healing on top of based on the critical rate, but my critical rate is too low to benefit from this. Hopefully I can get better artifact to boost his healing. Okay, I think that's basically it. Let's quickly go through the gears. So mainly I prioritize on HP bonus for him to tank in other areas, especially for the gear rate 2. So Bolt Sense. But ideally, if you want to build him as a damage dealer, right, you want to focus on the attack bonus and then healing effect for him to improve the healing. He's an attack based healer, so having attack bonus will definitely improve his healing as well as dealing damage. So for him, HP bonus, defense bonus, healing effect, and attack bonus. This one is really a good combination. Then it's also the same. And this one, I did not manage to get any good attack bonus bangle, so I just use this temporarily. This one provide attack speed, which is really good. Yeah, attack speed. Ideally, this one should be attack bonus for more healing. And then healing effect ring. And I think last but not least, I have not shown my Valkyra.
Humanity never falls.
So Valkyra, I was quite happy to get her because she is one of my frequently used heroes in the game. She's really like S rating hero here. Okay, so currently I'm gearing. So she's one of my best hero. If you can see her battle points, right? She's like number 1 at 72,000. Followed closely by Nyx at 61. Then Morrigan 61. Cora at 58. And then Setram 56. I recently get Setram from this event. And then Vierna. Okay, for Valkyra, I just get all of my best gears and dump it to her. She has this whirlwind set that provides her with an attack speed of 75. I mainly focus on attack bonus, critical rate and critical damage, and then followed by HP bonus because she needs to be tanky as she's on the front line. And this is the breastplate. This one is really bad. Hopefully I can get a replacement for this. Defense bonus, critical damage, attack bonus and HP bonus. This one is a critical rate bangle with only attack speed here. Ideally I want to have an attack bonus here to improve her damage. And this one is an attack bonus amulet with some critical damage, critical rate, defense and HP. These two are flat stats that are not really good. Ideally this one should be HP bonus and defense bonus. And then we have an attack bonus ring with some very average or low stats. Defense bonus, HP bonus, critical rate and critical damage. This one we have all of the right substats type, but very bad RNG to get a good substats value. And her skills are almost maxed out. I just only left this basic attack damage plus 5%. And then she doesn't have any weakening. And she's currently equipped in this mythic artifact Ragnarok, which increases her critical damage by 12%. When HP drops below 50%, this increases the critical damage by double. Alright, so that's the preview of my heroes used for this artifact meteorite dungeon. If you have any questions regarding on this dungeon, you can leave your comments down below under the video, and I'll answer them as soon as possible. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, do give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, you can click on the subscribe button, as well as ringing the notification bell to stay updated whenever I upload a new video on this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!